The term itself is very old, but its use in recent years has changed its definition to an extent where it will never be used in the way it had been for 4 centuries. This is going to be the first in a hopefully long series of short videos about where popular terms came from and how the internet changed them, so if you're interested in this, a sub would really motivate my lazy ass to make more. The use of cringe has stayed the same in some ways. It was made by white people in the early 500 BCs, and 2,500 years later it is still used exclusively on white people. Proto-Germanic language is an early form of a lot of European languages that a lot of English words can be traced back to. If you're interested in reading about it, there is a link in the description to its Wikipedia page. The Proto-Germanic form simply meant to curl up or bend. It wasn't until the British got their hands on it that it had anything to do with cowardice. Kind of like the French. Cringe being used to represent yielding or servility wasn't a common practice until 1570, 1,000 years after its origin. Cringe the only word to be rooted in the term crank. Terms like crank and curinkle both come from crank as well. This makes sense since all of them had to do with bending or curling in some way, but it was something I hadn't thought of before this video. Cringe became an adjective in the 1990s when embarrassing things were titled cringeworthy, as in the thing made you want to curl up in a ball and hide in shame. Cringeworthy was later abbreviated to cringy, and then finally shortened to cringe. Thank you for watching. I try to keep these short. I'm hoping for a sort of Jake and Amir content strategy, where eventually there'll just be so many of these they can be binged through quickly. Anyways, if you have any popular words or phrases you want to know the history of, please send them my way via the comments. I'm going to try to do this daily for as long as I can sustain it, so please subscribe for a daily minute with a rad word in it.